Hello, my name is Katie. Welcome to my channel that's all about cross stitch and my journey to stitch all the things. If you're new to my channel, I hope you like what you see. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. It's amazing to me to see the likes, the comments, the subscribes. I know I've enjoyed each one and I appreciate all of you. A huge shout out to Janet from Janet Jabber and Adelaide from Adelaide Stitches. Those are two floss tubes that I've enjoyed a lot, and they both gave me a shout out, which was very much appreciated. It's so funny. It's like having a famous person say your name. You know, to me, they're famous. So that they took time out of what they was filming to mention me really meant a lot. So thank you very much. I was lucky enough to have met Janet in real life through my local stitching group, and we've really had a great time getting to know one another. She's a lot like me, and so it's really, I was proud of her when she started her floss tube, and she's a big inspiration for me to go ahead and think I could do mine. Adelaide does a lot of daily videos. Right now she's doing a 14 days of Valentine's, and she's doing a Valentine terrarium. And it's really beautiful to watch her progress day by day. She's also a horrible enabler. We like a lot of the same style of design, so it's really fun to see what she has in her plans. I know one thing on my channel that I'd like to do is go over my progress in the last week. That's what I used to do on my blog. I would do like a Monday update and talk about what I worked on the last week. It helps me to see my progress. It helps me to keep track of the pictures and see how they've changed. You know, sometimes when you work on the like pain-free crafts, you don't feel like it's getting anywhere, but then when you can look back and look at your pictures, it's like, okay, I can see it changing. So hopefully that's interesting to you, because that's what I plan on doing. So let's take a look back and see what I worked on last week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I worked on Along the Nesting Boxes, which is by Jardin Prive. I'm doing it all year, and I'm breaking it into monthly sections. So I'm using 2 fence posts and all the stuff in the middle. If you look at the pattern, you can tell that it's kind of seasonal to what matches up for each month. I'm doing this one on 32 count Platinum Lugana, and this is January and February. So January took me 5 days, 1,436 stitches. February took 4 days, 1,274 stitches. So I have a total of 9 days, 2,710. I really like how it's looking on the platinum because that helps the white show up. I did see someone on Instagram had changed the white to a different color, and that's a really smart idea, but on the platinum I really like how it's showing up. I love how there is a little butterfly, and I love the monthly birds, and just to see what Jardin Prive comes up to add to each month is so interesting to me. When I finished that on Thursday, it was the perfect time to pick up Peppermint Purple SAL. This is my first time ever joining into this SAL. I love black work. I have seen people working on past years, so I thought, why not? I am stitching this on a 32 Platinum Lugana as well. This is the whole design. This is a close-up on weeks 1 through 6. Right now I have 2,393 stitches. Black work's a little frustrating because you have to take your total stitches and divide it by 2. So actually I have more than that, but in the game groups, it takes 2 back stitching to equal 1 stitch. Right now that is with DMC 155. I'm doing the purple colorway. When you get to a different area of the chart, the different purples will come in. So that's DMC 155 right now. After finishing that, I picked up the next piece that had a deadline. In Semi-Sane, there is a seasonal challenge where you try to finish a piece that you pick out for each season by a deadline. The winter one needed to be done by March 1st. So since I had a deadline, I decided to work on that next. And Sunday I put in the final stitches. This is When I Think of Winter by Puntini. I am stitching it on 32 count light taupe Lugana. It took 5 days, 2,343 stitches. I love the little clay buttons. Each one of the seasons come with 2 clay buttons. I also got the pin set to put in the pins. This is what the whole set will look like again. And that is what my winter looks like. I will do the same as what they did. I'll have each one hopefully finished into a pillow so it can be displayed on a shelf. So I got that finished on Sunday night. Saturday, I went to Fort Wayne to my local stitching store. It's called Stitch and Frame. Janet from Janet Jabber has a monthly get-together on the second Saturday of every month. I think I missed the last 2 because of weather and life. With the threat of ice, I still really wanted to go because I'd missed everybody. It was funny, I got there and there was 8 of us total. It was so much fun to see everybody that I got a whopping 2 stitches while there because it was just nice to catch up on life and see what everybody'd been doing and talk about that. I also did some shopping. I know, haul, that's so shocking. My goal is to have a week where I actually don't have any haul. We'll see. I got a package. The Stitch and Frame does the fabric hanging on a wall. It's so neat because it's all prepackaged. You don't have to wait to get it cut. So I always seem to grab some just in case to add to my fabric stash. I got a piece of platinum Lugana 32 count to add to my stash. I also got a 32 count Belfast raw opalescent. I love the sparkles. And I got 2 of the DMC's 107, the variegated. I was hoping to do these on the Valentine Quaker from Primrose Cottage. I haven't decided if I'm going to do it this year or not, but now it's put together and it will be in my could be stitched on if I want to pile. Those are always really nice. While there, I also took the time to buy fabric for the crossed wing collection Biscornu nests. I pulled those out and looked at them, and they were suggested on a 22 count linen or even weave. So I got 2 packages of mushroom 28 count Lugana. It looked like the pillows and the Biscornus was done on the same fabric, and each one was really small. It was neat. The outside is stitched in 2/2, but then the inside, like the eggs, is stitched over 1, which will be very beautiful. So it'll be really interesting to see. I also ended up getting beads that go around the outside of the Biscornu when you put it together. I didn't see that in the picture, but I've done that before on a Biscornu, and it really just makes it finished around the edge, and I love the way it makes it look. So those are, other than the threads, they're ready to go in case the urge ever gets strong. Let me see. I also got 2 patterns on Etsy that was fantastic because I can blame them on someone else. Adelaide from Adelaide Stitches has been working on the Black Pearl. It's by the Witchy Stitcher. I love her stuff. I love pirates. I love the Black Pearl. So when I seen Adelaide working on that, both me and Jeremiah said, oh no, I'm going to end up having to get that. Then on Sunday, me and my husband went diving through my stash. I love that he helps me pick fabric and thread because sometimes he picks stuff that I had no idea. I told him going into it, you know, I really don't just want to do it on a black with a black thread on a beige fabric. I said, let's make it interesting. So, in my stash, I had a piece of Zweigart 32 count opalescent that is called Shadowbrook. It is a gorgeous green. He said he thought it kind of looked like a ocean, you know, a starry night. And I very much agree. I love the way it looks. And then we picked out DMC 796. I think that will look wonderful. I think I'm going to do it 1/1. I'm going to try it when I start it eventually and see what I think. What do you guys think? I love the shine of this, and I think it'll be really fun to work on. And that was in my stash. Sometimes when I get weird fabrics like that, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. And then when you pull it out later, you're like, oh my gosh, that's perfect. So that one was Adelaide's fault. Then I joined a new Facebook group called Stitching by the Shore. And there was a few working on this Mermaid by Lena Ova on Etsy. When I looked, it was a $10 chart, but it was on sale through March 1st for $5. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the mermaid. I love the ship. So I had to have it. In my stash diving, we found a 32 count opalescent Lugana from Silk Weaver called Tantalizing Tulips. That is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And I love the opalescent. That is just so beautiful. I really hope that pink starburst is coming through. And where the white is on the chart, that will shine through the fabric. So I really like that a lot. We picked out DMC 3812 to do the stitching. It is a monochromatic, just like Witchy Stitcher, the Black Pearl. I really think that will just pop. I think I'm going to do it 1/1 as well. So, we'll see what happens. Those are fantastic. I can't wait to work on them. Let's see. It was really funny when I went in to get the mermaid pattern on Etsy. I seen the Black Pearl and I hit love on the Black Pearl pattern so I could find it easier when I went back. And I got an email that Witchy Stitcher had sent me a 10% off coupon, I guess for liking the pattern. So it was crazy because I was already planning on buying it just later in the day. And now I got it for 10% off. So that was meant to be. Okay, so now let's talk about plans. So first up, let me get our weekly cameo from Jeremiah. He's on the way. I told him now that everybody likes him so much, he's forced into a weekly cameo. So
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, he's okay with that. So there he is. Let's see. Do I need to turn the camera?
Right there.
Okay. Good. While we have you this time, I'm going to make you have a job.
What?
I know. So I'm going to pull up the Tiny Decision app, and I'm going to let him spin for what? It shut off.
Yep.
Yep, it's going to do that. Like, yeah, now it won't come back on.
It won't come on now.
Yeah, okay. You should keep everybody.
She fights with this thing more than you guys should know.
Okay. Go ahead and pick one. Oh, look.
Oh.
Noel Gnomes. All right. So, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Say thank you to everybody. Say thank you.
Say thank you.
Yeah, say thank you to them. Everybody say thank you to everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. I also have 2 things that I'm going to have to work on this week. I know, just torture to have to work on something fun. I need to work on Embers, which is a dragon pattern. What? No, we're just doing one. He wants to be on the screen more. And once you get famous, you want to be... Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. This is what Embers looks like. It is by Firewing Designs. A lady in the blog world had hand dyed her own. I'm lost forever in my bag. Okay, I found myself. She had tie-dyed 2 even weave fabrics. Wait till you see this. Yeah. Yep. She offered them on her blog as a giveaway. I could not believe I won. It is this one and another one that is beautiful green. So what do you stitch on such a gorgeous fabric? So Joe, another blogger, said Firewing Designs has beautiful dragons that a whole bunch of the fabric would shine through. So I got it and started. Let me see my note. I started this in July of 2015. So this is before my record keeping days. So I have no idea how many days I have in it. And now I can't see where it is. Okay. That is what it looks like. I am doing it 1/1 and I am using DMC 550, which is a beautiful purple. I know I don't have a lot of days in it. Back then, I used to get really bored with monochromatic. I don't know why. Like a lot has changed through those many years. The last time I worked on this one was October 2020. So in Whip Warriors, which is a closed Facebook group, they are doing a Lonely Hearts game where you work on something that you fell out of love with or something you haven't worked on in a long time with the explanation of why. So I'm going to put some love into that one before putting it away. I also need to get out the Mandalorian, which is by Forbidden Fiber. Let me see. This is what it's going to look like. You know how hard it is to remember all the things that you want to include? I mean, like, my memory is really not this good. Okay, I am stitching this one on a 40 count white even weave that a friend gave me. So cute. So it will work for Fun with Cross Stitch. They are doing a, Valentine event where you have to stitch 500 stitches because I'm the medium tier for the challenge. I have to do 500 stitches for anything with a heart, with lovers, or a pair. So I figure what's better than a pair of awesome Star Wars characters. So I'll get to add more to the Mandalorian. Jeremiah's excited about that one.
Woohoo!
And then I had him pick a different one for if I get done with those two, which I hopefully will. And that was Noel Gnomes by Jardin Prive. That's what it will look like. So we'll see if I get to that. If I get to anything else, I will talk about that next Monday. I can't think of anything else that I want to say other than thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. This is a crazy community to be a part of. I'm enjoying learning how to do this, and I hope that I'm enjoyable to pay attention to, or whatever we call it. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a fantastic week. Remember, love yourself, find as many reasons as you can to smile, and good luck stitching all the things. Bye. So the last 2 times I forgot something, and then I included a small video at the end, and somebody said, watch, it'll become my trademark. I don't know how that person knew how forgetful I am. But it's true. I was watching it back and I went, hey, I don't think I forgot anything. So Jeremiah had a great suggestion that I include a video to say, woohoo, I didn't forget anything. But I forgot something. So I said something about when we went into town on Saturday that there was ice coming. I called my husband at 12:15 and we seen it on the radar. So we got on the road as soon as we could to try to beat the ice home. We did not. So luckily my husband's a very good driver. We ended up driving home with ice. We was all checking in with one another on our phones going, Ed, did you make it home? Luckily, it sounded like everybody made it home safe. By the time we got home, the antenna on the van was totally covered in the ice. And but luckily, you know, that was all. The weather in Indiana has been crazy. You know, we're in a drought, so we aren't getting liquid like we need it. Our pond is significantly down. Now we're getting ice storms. We haven't got hardly any snow, and then like Florida and Alabama and Georgia got snow. So who knew you had to go south if you wanted to get snow? So who knows? This week we're supposed to maybe get another round on Wednesday. We're supposed to get another round of possibly ice snow on Saturday. So we're just on a roller coaster ride. It's been cold. This week I think it's supposed to be in the 20s again. We had Arctic cold for a while. You just never know. So I just wanted to throw that in. There was ice, but of course we made it home safe. You've seen because I did a video. So just for the, I'm a weather geek. I love weather. I'm one of those people that watches the Weather Channel for entertainment. I think it's fascinating. So that's just a peek into what Indiana has been like. Thank you very much again for tuning in. All right, I'm leaving. Bye.